I gotta say it all over again because the last was.
All right, so. Exits is when you came in, the one over here. We have a generator, don't think that'll be needed tonight. Please, silence all your electronic devices. And we'll go from there. First item up is the approval of the minutes of August 20.
He's worried about an exit strategy with you, Ron.
What the hell?
But
If there's an emergency, call me.
I don't think it's gonna be one tonight.
Okay.
But if there is,
But if there is, all right. August 20 planning board minutes, everybody get a chance to look at them? A motion to approve them as provided. Moved by Doug, seconded by Tim. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay. Legal notices are published. Next one up is continued public hearing for Prosper Enterprises, and I will step down and let Doug take over.
Thanks, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
This is just doing seeker, really didn't change any of the plans for it, so.
Well, yeah, you designated yourself lead agency at the last meeting. And you directed parts 2 and 3 to be prepared for tonight, which I did.
Yep.
For you to review and accept and deal with. I also have provided you a draft for preliminary site plan approval. But I don't have all of the town staff comments yet. So it's something for you to decide to continue, or if you want to act with what limited information I had. Normally that's your process. You make the determination, then you can consider acting on it.
Preliminary, right?
Yeah,
But we haven't. seen
my
the comments.
recommendation to you is that we just received today some MRV comments. We may have more coming. We don't have town staff comments yet. At least we have a boilerplate for you to deal with.
Okay. But that's something we could continue to the next
Yeah,
meeting, give us
right.
time to review that stuff and then act.
Right.
In September meeting. Okay.
Yep.
All right, but anything else with that?
No,
Paula, do you have anything?
Nothing additional.
Then
nope.
that's probably,
No, I'm good with the board taking action as you see fit.
okay. And you said you just released that review letter to.
So I actually,
it was.
we did review it, but we didn't have any comments on this particular application. I believe the other application that you see
I
tonight
did see that.
did have comments on it.
But we still just have.
But yeah,
I think that the fire marshal may have something,
Okay,
the code officer may have something. There's tie into water and sewer, things of that nature. I'm not anticipating anything from the state DOT because there's no change in anything there. It's just a procedural thing that we have to deal with.
okay. All right, well, rest of the board, what were your thoughts on that?
Public meeting.
Public hearing.
Public hearing, yeah. Is there anybody? Public? No.
Yeah, good afternoon, board. This is Brennan Marks Engineering. I apologize for not being there tonight. Something came up, so I could not make it in person, but I'm here to answer any questions on the plans. Like Lance said, we haven't received a review letter yet. But I would be more than delighted to move it forward on a preliminary approval to get to the next step, or allow us to get to move forward on the process.
Okay. Were you gonna?
Yeah, the only thing I would say is that I don't believe Dan has sent out a memo yet to town staff for comments. And in view of that, I would recommend that you continue.
I mean, that's the way I was on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good with going through seeker stuff, but I mean, I have some comments I'm gonna put out in the air tonight on the record with
Yeah.
everybody here that they can start turning their wheels on, and we can go over some more next meeting with whatever we get for the rest of the information, but
Yeah.
to keep the process going for them, to keep.
Yep,
it rolling.
absolutely.
I'm okay doing the seeker stuff now.
Yeah.
A few comments to go, we're ready to figure out.
Sure, all right, that's great, okay. All right, well, let's do that, we'll, so you can table the preliminary then to the next meeting in September. And then we'll move forward with the secret forms, parts 2 and 3. So, I guess with that, could I have a motion to block the 2 and, well, let me ask this, I'm assuming, see our responses and you're okay? We,
Yeah,
some pretty good candidates all.
it's, you know, I mean, anything that Brandon needs to change or put on the site plan or, you know.
Well, these were just more our findings, so I mean, I think it's all pretty straightforward.
Right, and there were some comments
Yeah,
that Brandon can start working on amending. We'll get others as they come in so that, you know, once you get preliminary approval, you can just move to final right after that.
okay, we kind of motion to apply the 2 resolutions and approve them as it's written.
Motion by Tim.
Second by Adrian.
Roll call vote, please.
Lucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza.
Aye.
Adrian Bellis.
Abstain.
Carried. Had to abstain.
Okay, so seeker's done, and then, you just, do we need a motion to table that?
You need a motion to adjourn
Yeah.
the public hearing, continue it to the 17th.
Okay, got a motion?
But he's got
So-
some comments.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Adrian, yeah, you wanna-
I got a few things real
Yeah.
quick just by looking at stuff, you know, just from back in the beginning of this, I thought we were going quicker, but, I saw with the plans that, the dumpster enclosure back there or the back, the dumpster area, wherever you're gonna put it, didn't have an enclosure. So, you know, I mean, that'll have to be something we'll have to figure out. I also wanted to know what you were doing with the space behind the old building, like there's that space there, fence in the building where you have your spas, I guess now or whatever. Like, is that just gonna be storage or is it gonna be vehicles?
Yeah,
Like,
what I would like to have it be is, ideally, you can, you know, we can have this change on the plan to reflect that dumpster enclosure. I'd like to have it be where also on the left side of the property, if you're standing with your back to the road, where there's that drive-through access to behind that old car wash, the same enclosure or gate or fence that would be the dumpster enclosure there, I want to do the same thing on that side, so that, you know, whether we park a forklift back behind there, or at random times, we usually have 20 pallets of sand. All that would be hidden from public view, designated for our use, no public people back there, the gates can stay locked unless we want to get the forklift out,
right,
or move pallets of product back behind.
the stuff that's not visible from
More or less be
or
a designated area.
outdoor storage, but not.
Employees,
Yeah.
vehicles.
make it look- And then I think on the plans, it only showed the one sign, the existing sign there, sort of, you're keeping that.
Keeping that, and I know that there's already a road sign there that we just never put the sleeve back in. I believe the sleeve still says Vaseline car wash on it, back room, but, I know that my brother's been working with the Human Graphics people and, the builder with trying to accommodate, you know,
Signage of some sort,
sure it's be
right? Cause if it's bigger than the code, it'll come back for a sign.
Yeah, right. In other
Then you
words,
worry down the road. I mean, that's the least of your worries.
I would ask you to check with Dan in the morning, okay, to tell him what's going on. Is he on yet?
Yeah, Dan, yeah. Dan's up there, so he must hear us, I guess.
Okay. And again, any amendments you want to make to that site plan, we need them as soon as possible so that town staff can see the latest and greatest.
perfect.
Okay, be great if we could get it by the end of this week.
I'll work on getting that information processed tomorrow. I'll put an email together and try to get the two halves, the builder and engineer, that kind of coordinate on that.
Okay,
I know, I think at the beginning of this. At the beginning, I think somebody said something about land bank parking or something like that. The only thing I had was your parking between the old building and the new build, or the two buildings that pre-exist. you had them all straight, and I don't know if that'll work for bigger trucks.
Yeah, I don't.
So you may have to turn those a little or something. I mean, it's not left life or death, but, and then, obviously that pool in the front, depending where we're going with that.
Yeah, with eliminating the pool and the fence and designated 8 more spots there, I think we're probably going to see a change or an amendment to that plan where it wipes out the parking spots in the back.
Okay.
Now there's double the amount versus.
Right, and then you could just have somebody pull back there and grab the sand or something. I don't know, like you were saying. Okay. I mean, those are the few things I saw right now.
Adam, to ask your first comment about the dumpster enclosure, if we fence the left side of the old building and across the front, is that okay for you guys for the enclosure?
I should have talked to you to see how it works for your function of getting stuff in and out.
You on that, Brennan, I have a vision on that I think would be good, more of like other enclosures that have a sliding gate. So that it's clean looking, but also functional.
I mean, whatever works for you. I mean, I think I understand what he's trying to say, to not put up 3 walls, maybe 2, like a front and a side, because the building's there, but I just didn't see it in the plans for the dumpster. That's what I was more concerned about, so.
Yeah, the only thing with putting that solution up is it limits his access to around the back where he wants to store sand.
Yeah, that's why he'll have to work it out with Mark or whatever.
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything?
Dan just he said that he's gonna reach out to Prosper tomorrow after PRC and plans to have you at the October PRC meeting.
All right, okay, I guess with that, could I have a motion to turn this over to
Adjourn the public
Adjourn the
hearing,
public hearing.
continue it to September 17th.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Lucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Regina Susan. Adrian Bell.
Aye.
Stop also. All right, I'm back. Okay, next item up on the agenda is the PB 2025-0704, bridges for brain injury. I think we have the same thing here. We have the seeker findings and determination of significance. Any issues with the resolutions that we presented?
They look good to me.
Ron?
I'm hoping they're good.
You always write good resolutions, Ron. Paula?
Nothing additional.
Anything from highway, engineering?
MRB Group did issue a letter.
Yes, you did.
I had talked to Jake briefly before the meeting. I don't believe our comment letter has anything substantial. I most certainly would in favor of the board moving forward at your leisure. Most of our comments were technical in nature. We didn't have anything over the top as it relates to the stormwater. I believe they're heading in the right direction. We did have some comments related to the wastewater treatment facility,
Right.
but being that it's privately owned and maintained, I don't think we have object to that. So I think we're in a good spot.
And that's really a DEC approval issue. Okay,
We're gonna start that.
Ron? Perfect.
Yeah, I have just one amendment to this resolution that I overlooked. We want to continue the public hearing to October 1st to allow opportunity for you to receive parts 2 and 3 and a determination of significance under seeker. And that is only because the zoning board of appeals won't be acting on this until after you make
Right.
your determination.
So tonight we're deciding, or did we declare ourselves lead agency last time?
No, that's what you're doing.
That's what we're doing next. So we're declaring ourselves lead agency and we're asking you to do the part 2 and 3.
Yeah, but
We have part 2.
you have the parts 2 and 3.
Okay,
but the zoning board of appeals can't act on the area variances until their meeting later in
Perfect, okay.
September.
So we can accept the part 2 and 3,
Right.
declare ourselves, well, we already declared ourselves lead agencies, we just complete that,
That.
that was already done. And then we can, continue the public hearing till October 1st,
You've got to because of the variance.
or because of the variance.
Okay?
Piece of cake. Okay,
Wish I had the recipe for that cake, I'm telling you.
okay, anybody in the room? Nobody in the room wants to say anything? Anybody online wants to say anything about this resolution? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the resolution as presented? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Doug Beat.
Aye.
Tina Souza. Adrian Bello.
Aye.
Ed Henry.
Aye, okay, that piece is done. Now we'll do, and there was an amendment in there to continue the public hearing until October 1st.
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll fix that in that resolution and you're good to go. So you gotta do the ZBA. Then come back to us on the 1st with the ZBA, whatever they decide,
Recommendation. Yeah.
and then go from there.
And we will just table for the 17th. I know there's a meeting coming up. We don't need to attend.
You don't need to be here for that one. We can't do anything anyway,
Just wanted.
because we're waiting for the ZBA.
Perfect, and then I think that's the.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you, thank you.
You can take the 17th off, but you gotta be here in October.
We'll come full force. Laura, the whole team will be here.
All right.
Okay, all right. Okay, no new public hearings, no public hearing action item.
Motion and vote.
I thought we did.
Oh, that was the first one, but we added the,
Do I have a motion to approve the resolution as presented?
Moved.
Moved by Regina, seconded by,
And is amended.
Second by Adrian.
moved as amended by Regina, seconded as amended by Adrian. Clerk, take a roll call vote.
Lucia, Doug Beat.
Aye.
Souza. Adrian Bello. Ed Henry.
Aye. You think after doing this for what, almost 30 years, I know how to do it. All right, we got her taken care of.
Have a good night.
Okay, no new public hearing, no public hearing action items, no other board actions, open discussions. Ron?
Okay, at the next meeting, you're going to be receiving from the Town Operations Committee a draft maintenance report for the year 2023 and 2024 of the 21 edition of the comprehensive plan.
To account point, okay.
Okay, I erred in not submitting that the last time, and we are recommending that you'll have it for an action item at your September 17th meeting. And then the reports will be accepted by the town board at a later date. Once adopted, become Appendix 6 of the comp plan.
I think, Ron, you were just testing to see if anybody cared.
Well, somebody did. And somebody trying to figure out what's been going on in this town.
Okay, all right.
And so, the tracking that this does helps when it comes time to revise or update the plan,
Correct,
which is scheduled in 2030.
right.
And the narratives in each of these amendments keep you on track of how we're implementing the actions in the
Right.
plan. Now, there are some things that we have gotten behind in because we didn't get the funding that we anticipated. There are some things that we did apply for and were rejected. So, that is all
Right.
got to be flexed into the.
Once this one is complete, then we start on the 24-25 update.
You'll do the 25 update,
25, okay.
but you won't do that until next July
Okay,
because we've got to complete 25.
okay,
But there were things accomplished in 25 that,
okay, just trying to keep on track.
So, the other thing I have to report is the last town board meeting on August 26th. The town board conducted 4 public hearings.
Yes, they did.
Those public hearings were approved. Local law number 6 of 25 amended chapter 159, the water rules and regulations. Number 7 amended chapter 49, the town code on animals. Local law number 8 was a local law adopted providing temporary weight restrictions on certain town highways. And local law number 9 dealt with burials and burial grounds. So those were adopted. They have been sent to Albany, and hopefully they don't screw up the numbering. Also discussed at last week's town board meeting was the Farmington Meadows
Yeah.
incentive zoning project, and added you and Adrian were there. Based on that discussion, Passero has made further revisions to their concept drawing, which is on display out in the main foyer. And I bring to your attention, take a look at it tonight before you leave. Something you see there comes up that bothers you, let me know. Because we want to anticipate that they're going to be coming back to the town board, maybe next, I don't know when, but maybe as early as next week.
And can I just comment on that while you're talking about that? A number of the items that we discussed here, they actually changed. So our input does make a difference when it comes to these projects. And in this case, at least 2 major things changed. They reorganized the senior housing into one building, and then they changed the driveway widths from single to double. And changed their park. So it does make a difference when we do see these things.
Yeah. I also have here for you tonight to take a look at after your meeting. Received today at 4:30 is the phasing plan for this project. There are some things that I briefly looked at with Tim tonight before the meeting, and things that we want completed. Like some of the roads they have in one phase and the balance in another, we want to all complete them. Okay. So, just to keep everybody informed, once the town board makes a decision that they're going to accept the amenities that they're being offered and the incentives that are being requested, then it comes back to you in the form of a preliminary subdivision plat and a preliminary site plan. You do your seeker, you send it to the county. It's a process that results in your acting on the application.
And for Mike, for you, this is called an incentive zoning project. So this is an area where the town board has to do the approval of the layout in that, because it's a zoning issue and the town board can approve that. Then it comes to us to do the final piece. Yours is just already zoned for what you're doing, so you don't have to go through that piece of it. So don't want to get you confused with what we're doing over there.
We can get, Mike, we can get confused. I'm telling you. Okay, nothing to report on a presentation from Farmington Market Center to the town board that was pulled last month. It was originally scheduled for this meeting coming up, and apparently there's some lease agreements that still have to be worked out. Creekwood Townhome Phase 2 road dedication, I'm gonna let Tim Ford talk about that. We're hoping to get that dedicated so that we can close off the Woodbridge Drive. Sky Solar, their latest 90-day extension ends on October 15th. The date of the planning board's second meeting coincides. The adoption resolution that you passed back in July for the 90-day extension specifies that they must have a letter not later than noon on October 9th in the development office so we can put it on the agenda. Fish Solar Project, I haven't heard anything from them. There's been no request to meet with town staff, which were two of the requirements. You know, we gave them a list of things to do, things that we wanted to change, and we wanted them to meet with us. They haven't done anything. I haven't heard anything.
The only thing that I ask the building staff to do is keep Linfish about or apprised of what's going on. So the fact that we haven't heard anything, he should know that. I don't want him coming back to the town board and say, well, planning board's screwing around, we're not doing anything.
Well,
Not us.
I'll let you know that the native drums are beating over there in the Mount Payne area. We've
Dan
had,
says that he's heard from the Fish Solar Project, so he could probably
okay,
has.
Okay.
today.
but we've had 2 inquiries for foil from neighbors. So again, this is starting to heat up just like the last one.
Don't
the-
put solar on your project.
yeah,
As long as you.
exactly. The other thing I just want to bring to your attention, we did meet with SB Ashley. They would like the town board to consider amending a portion of the Hathaway's Corners incentive zoning project. It's a 5-acre site located at the northwest corner of the intersection of Savala Boulevard and Berry Place. And it's proposed currently for commercial, is one of the commercial sites.
Right.
They would like to have it amended to allow residential. We met with them. We discussed concerns about, hey, guys, this was supposed to be a mixed use site. So far, all you've developed is residential. Okay? When are you gonna start developing commercial? So we have no further information to give you. I just wanted to alert you to the fact that this is being discussed and looked at. It will come to you at some point for a recommendation.
Mhm.
The other thing I wanted to point out is that you'll be, the town board at their September 23rd meeting will be receiving the amendments to chapter 144, the subdivision regs, which you've reviewed. And then the referral to the county in October and public hearings later after that. And finally, the only other thing, and I don't mean to step on Dan's toes, but he should be here so we could talk to us. Villager pre-construction meeting scheduled for tomorrow morning. So
Good.
that's all I have.
Okay, Paula.
Dan did, just to add about the solar project, Dan said that, they got an email today that they are working on the items. And Dan has also talked to Lynn Fish.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, I just want to keep Lynn involved because them working on it is one thing, them meeting with the town staff, making sure that what they're working on makes sense is a whole nother story.
Yeah, it sounds like they're in communication with Dan.
Good.
But, I guess in addition, for next month's meeting, we just have so far continuation from 5540 Holtz Road. And site plan amendment application from Victor Association of Performing Arts, so Cobblestone.
Okay. That's it? You'll have to recuse yourself. so that- You gotta get through the zoning board first. Oh, that's right, we gotta do the seeker. Gotta do the seeker, that's right. The seeker done. Tim,
Yeah, Ron asked me to give you an update on the road dedication for the Creekwood Townhomes, the Pintail. You know, they've been going along good. They got the gutters in. It's been put in the binder. The sidewalks to the north side of the road have been poured. And now it seemed to have come to a halt. They boxed out the other side on the south side of the road for the sidewalks, but I don't think I've seen anybody up there in 2 weeks doing anything. All the concrete forms way up there and they're not putting them in, so I don't know if they're trying to finish up another job or. And part of this road dedication is the private part of Pintail that Conifer owned.
Right.
And they still need to replace gutters in there that were broken that need to be replaced, so. I'm not sure what's going on with that, where that stands with them, if that's Conifer replacing those or if that's part of the Creekwood. I'm not sure who's doing it, but there are a few sidewalks, but we'll be taking dedication to the sidewalks in the private section that was there. Yeah, they got a loader parked across the road and I haven't seen it move in a while. Not really sure what's going on there.
Okay,
Must be hard to get the concrete guys up there. Maybe they're busy.
maybe so.
You know, Schreiber, who was doing the excavation work up there, I know they had another project going on. They kept bouncing back and forth, so.
Okay,
That's all I know up there right now.
anything else?
No, not really.
Okay, Lance, before you get into your report, when you do the villager meeting,
Well, yep.
remind them 4 times that they have to have the right inspections on that road if they're going to ever be able to turn it over to the town. As they said they want to. But we know how that want to turns into, oh, we forgot.
So we carry over the conditions of approval too, as part of the pre-con minutes. So I think some of that language, not all of it, some of that is in your conditions. So we carry that over in the pre-con minutes as well.
Just has to be clear to
To-
them.
for
that
that
they
point,
can't
just
just
to
build the
rehash.
damn road and get done and say, okay, well, now we're gonna dedicate it, give it to Tim, and then it's a
No,
a
so we have all
class
the
D or
compaction.
class F road.
We have all the compaction, test requirements and everything else.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we'll go over all that in detail tomorrow. Not a problem.
Cool.
Yep. I don't have much to add. Dedication procedures are fairly lengthy. One end is the inspection. The other end is the record drawings that we get and receive. We haven't received them. Usually when we get them, it's a telltale that we're getting close. Being that we haven't got them yet, it seems like they're probably, just as Tim mentioned, just not focusing on it. So we're running out of time for this year. So hopefully they get their act together and get moving. So I don't have anything additional to that.
All right, Paula.
I forgot to ask you guys about iWork. Any questions, comments?
Anybody, I think it's working fine. I love seeing the emails with the documents and you just click on the document and go to it. I love that.
Yeah, I wanna have, Paula add this phasing plan for Farmington Meadows to iWorks
Okay,
and ask you to take a look at it between now and next Tuesday.
good.
And any comments and concerns that you have, which Tim and I briefly looked at tonight, have some issues.
Okay,
So just so in case, you know, they do want to come back next Tuesday, we have something to report on to the town board. Please pay attention to the list of amenities that they are professing they're offering here to determine whether you feel they are indeed amenities or requirements. Okay?
always the case. Okay. Public, any comments? Okay, board, anything? Adrian? You know you got.
I feel like I should have something.
Nah.
I didn't plan it.
Oh, okay, well then let's hurry up and say, I don't have a whole lot,
I'll add it all to the next meeting.
okay, add it to the next meeting. I don't really have anything, so with that, we'll make a motion to adjourn by Tim, seconded by Adrian, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned.
Don't forget to stop and look at the drawing on it.
about that.
Look at what?
Or you can go over here and look.
I want to come over and look at the phasing.
Yeah, I
You think that's.
you're gonna.
What do we got to sign? Anything?
Send this out to them tomorrow.
Both of us.